You want to manifest love in 2 weeks? Because I did. It's your favorite manifestation coach, and I manifested my husband in 2 weeks, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. Now, this is going to be an updated version of the last one that I did, because that was like almost a year ago, I think. This is going to be a 6 or 7 step process. If you don't have time to watch this video, save it for later. And while you're over there, comment love, okay? Now, the overall technique that I did was my day in the life method. I'm not the creator of manifest the day in the life, okay, but I tweaked it to work for me and work faster, so that's why I'm saying get your panties out of a bunch. Now listen, you're going to write down, I hate writing, so I actually typed mine and printed it out, but you're going to write down from the moment you open your eyes to the moment that you close them in detail, so much detail that if you handed it to me, I would vividly be able to see everything, okay? I want you to focus less on your partner's looks, okay? We don't need eye color, hair color, how tall they are, unless you want to. You know, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what to do, but you should focus more on how they treat you, okay? How do they talk to you? What are some things that are important to you? What's their favorite part of you? Their favorite part is your smile, your eyes, your hair, whatever it is. Make sure you add that in there, okay? So for me, I woke up, opened my eyes, saw my husband laying in our home together. The curtains in the room were blue or something. They're not blue, but I just added that in there for, you know, random reasons, okay? And in my note, I said we spend 15 minutes pillow talking or doing other things before we go and wake up my son that I had previous to this marriage, okay? And I kid you fucking not, my husband set a timer 15 minutes early than, you know, his work timer randomly, and I forgot about it. And we actually pillow talk, or we make sure that we make time for ourselves and our relationship before we wake up the kids. Be as delusional as you want to, okay? In that video, in that day in the life, I made sure to touch bases on all of my other manifestations. I used this for group manifestations. It wasn't just for my husband. It was my dream car, or a new car. Let's see, how my business was doing. We both woke up, we checked on our businesses. My husband took me shopping because he's wealthy. You know what I mean? Like, I made sure to do all of these things. He commented on my smile, my outfit. He did this with my son, and you know, all of these things. I added it into that day in the life. The important part here is I read this to myself like a bedtime story right before going to bed. I would read over it, kind of imagine how this day would go, smile, you know, put it down next to my nightstand and go to bed. And I met him 2 weeks after that. Now let's get into the actual steps that are important leading up to that, okay? The work that you need to be doing. The universe is always going to give you exactly what you want. So if you're not ready, that's not the universe's problem. They're going to hand you your husband or your wife, and if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. It's on you. I did. I did what I was supposed to do, is the vibe that they're going to tell you, okay? So the first thing I need you to do is I need you to get a paper, and I want you to write down how all of your past relationships went. The good, the bad, the ugly, your favorite parts, all of that, okay? Because if you are still holding on to negative shit and patterns from old relationships, you're gonna bring it into this new one and you're gonna mess it up. And then you're gonna think, the universe didn't send me who I was supposed to be with. They did. A big part of this is going to be self-concept. Now, in the last video, I said you need to master it. You don't need to master it. You just need to get the ball rolling, okay? And this can be as simple as listening to Meg Thee Stallion or saying affirmations about how you're a bad bitch, okay? If I feel like a bad bitch today, then there's no reason why I can't bump into my husband. You know what I mean? That is getting the ball rolling. But self-concept is spiritual self-confidence, but also self-confidence. You need to be the Beyonce of your reality, is the way that I like to put it. You need to be so in love with yourself that you radiate love, okay? Your world, when manifesting spirituality and all of that, is your mirror. So if you are so in love with yourself that you're not paying attention to anything, and of course people are, you know, throwing themselves at me, of course people are throwing roses at my feet because I'm fucking pebbles, then I'm radiating this I love myself energy, so everyone around me is going to love me, okay? then your person's just gonna fall into your lap. Speaking of falling into your lap, I need to talk about my pet peeve, okay? You're gonna have to take some sort of inspired action. I had someone say, well, I tried to manifest love, I did all what you said, and it didn't work. And I said, well, did you leave your house? No. Did you order DoorDash so that someone would come knock on your door? Did you answer the door when DoorDash got there? No. Did you post today? Because we live in a world where social media, people meet online all the time. Did you post a picture today? No. Like the last video, I literally just watched it. I said, do you want this person to spawn into your house? And they were like, no, that's creepy. Well, then fuck. What? You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to do something. Every single time you ask the universe for something, immediately there's going to be proof. Manifestation is instant. And in the last video, I said, if you finish doing all this manifesting, you walk into your bathroom and you say, damn, I'm out of toothpaste. Go to the store and get some toothpaste. Chances are you could bump into someone who will change your life. Okay? Someone calls you and says, you want to go to brunch next week? No. Bitch, go. Go. Okay? This is the universe saying, here you go. I'm trying to push you, you know, go. My husband is coming. Anyway, follow your nudges, and I better fucking be invited to your wedding.